Hey, it's Jackie, and for today's tutorial, I'm doing something really fun. This is my Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn inspired makeup as well as 3 hairstyles. The makeup is very inspired. I didn't do 2 different color eyes because I thought I personally wouldn't wear that unless it's a costume, so I wanted to do something a little bit more wearable that's still very dramatic and has a Harley Quinn spin to it. And then for hair, I have this spray that I made my hair pink and blue, some waves, pigtails, and then these crazy space buns. This one is less exact to the movie because she has like these little cute bubbles at the end of the movie, and I have crazy space buns because I just have a lot of hair. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you do, and let's get started with the makeup. Starting with a bare face, and my skin doesn't always look like this. This is a pretty good day. Sometimes I'm super blotchy, so don't think I have perfect skin all the time. But I'm going in with Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer all over the skin. And then I'm going in with Urban Decay's All Nighter foundation in a lighter shade than my actual skin tone. And I'm also mixing in the L'Oreal LUMI Liquid Illuminator, just so I get kind of a dewy, paler complexion. The foundation mix isn't actually that far off to my face skin tone, but my neck is a little bit more tan because I usually use self-tanner up to my neck, so I'm paling it out all the way from my neck to my collarbones and then going in and adding it all over my face with a beauty blender. I've already peeled out my skin, but I am going to add a highlight. This is from the Anastasia Cream Contour kit, and this is the lightest shade, so I'm applying it to my chin, on my jawline, underneath my eyes, and a little bit on my forehead, just to really make sure the face is brightened up. For a subtle blush that still has a skin-like texture, I'm using Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in Fresh Pink, and please ignore my nails in this video. I did them crazy, and then I had to find something frantically and like ruined all of them, and I was gonna redo them, but then I thought, you know what, Harley might have messed up nails after battle, so let's just keep them how they are. Anyways, I'm setting my face with a light powder. You can use matte if you struggle with oil. I just went in actually with a very subtle highlight to make sure that my skin had that kind of hyper real look that I'm going for. This step is really important. We got to do the contour. I'm using a matte ash shade and I'm applying it underneath my jawline to make sure I have some sharper lines, and then I'm going in underneath my cheekbone, a little tiny bit on my forehead, and I kind of skipped over the contour I did for my nose because it took me a while and I was just messing with my shape a bit so it looked more like Margot's, so that I'd look more like her in the recreation photo, but that's not really necessary. I think the main key is a highlight on the nose, so I just applied a highlight to the tip and then a little bit on my bridge, but I did it in a special shape. I did like a little triangle to catch the light more similar to her nose, but of course that part is not necessary. The highlight I'm using on the tip of my nose, tops the cheekbones, and Cupid's bow is actually a shadow from Urban Decay. I've done this a bunch of times in tutorials, but this is the shade Lily from the Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. You can find a similar, just kind of opally pretty highlight that has a pinky undertone to keep it cool toned. I just added a little bit more contour underneath the bottom lip and in the little slot between my lips, and then I'm just fixing up my contour, and now let's move on to eyebrows. I'm using the Annabelle Skinny Brow Liner Pencil in Universal Medium, and I'm just feathering in the front, keeping it full through the middle, and then feathering the end of the brows kind of upwards, brushing them up and keeping them slightly natural, but we want to make sure that they're still defined. Make sure to prime your lids for shadows, and I'm going in with Vibrant Pink. This is a Coastal Scents Hot Pot, and it's super pigmented and not very expensive, so I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out. I just have one palette from Coastal Scents, and I tend to use the bright colors just because they're so pigmented, and I'm applying this underneath my lash line from the inner corner all the way to the outer, and I'm keeping it a little bit thicker of a kind of smoked out shape on the outer corner. Both eyes I'm going to do pink and blue, so it's a little more wearable, and I want it to look kind of like a little watercolor work of art, so that's what I'm going for. Once I have the pink smoked out how I want it to be, I am going to go in with Sabath Liner. I'm pretty sure that's the name. Yep. From Urban Decay. This is one of their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencils, and I'm applying this underneath my lash line, so I'm just drawing on little dots like bottom lashes, and then I'm also tightlining my upper lash line as well as adding a little bit to the outer corner of the lid. I applied some liner above my lash line, and I'm going to smoke that out, but before I do, I'm using a matte peach shade and applying this just above my crease for a little bit of dimension to the eye, and then it'll also help with blending because you'll have a base shadow down. Now let's bring in this gorgeous blue shadow. This is Urban Decay's Radium, and I'm applying it like I did with the liner, just kind of splurting it down a little and rubbing it so it looks like spotted paint, but I'm not doing too much because I want it to still be a little bit wearable. Then I'm going in to the inner corner and applying halfway. I'm leaving the middle of my lid somewhat bare, and then I'm just packing it onto the outer corner and fading it upwards into the crease. Not going too high with it, I'm just keeping it mostly on the lid and then kind of smoking it together so you still have a lighter portion in the center for some dimension, but it's all kind of blended together. To deepen up the look, and I feel this next step really makes it a lot more wearable, smokier, and sexier, I'm just taking a matte black and applying this to the very outer corner, and I'm keeping it a little bit more in a angular shape rather than super round, and this dimension here just really makes it so that the blue is a little bit more wearable. At this point we have a subtle winged out shape, and I'm going to enhance it more, again bringing in the black shadow and bringing this higher up into the crease, and I'm also taking a little bit of this deep shadow and applying it in my inner corners. To really tie this look together and give it that fun paint-like look, I'm bringing that vibrant pink back in and just applying a touch of it right above where the black shadow is, and I'm just doing a little pop of it here, and then I'm taking underneath my lashes and I'm applying it downwards a bit. I'm not going to drag it down the face like she had, but just subtly enhance that pink so you see it a little bit more. Curl those lashes, and it's time for mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Spider Effect. I thought it really went well with this look, and I'm just going in with one coat. This is a very wet black formula, so you don't need a ton of it, and Harley never wore like fake lashes in the movie, so I thought I'd keep it a little bit more true to the movie, but if you want to go super glam, you can totally add some falsies. Now to create that red lip, I'm applying this Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Pencil. It's waterproof, works super well. I've had this one for a while. And then I decided to do something a little different with the lip. You can go in with Russian Red from MAC, and that's a perfect lip color for creating her look that she wears when she's like fighting and everything. But I really liked her lip color when she was in the car with the Joker before everything happened and she had curls and looked a little bit more glam. So I'm going in with Black Cherry from Revlon and applying this to my lips, and then going in with Russian Red to the center, just so I have more dimension, a little bit of deepness, and I think the Black Cherry lipstick complements the kind of purples in the eye. I added a little bit more of the Maybelline Bouncy blush, so I had a balance of colors on the face, and then I went in with some lip gloss. This is just from CoverGirl in a red shade, and I thought it added a nice finish to the look. Let me know what you think. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you love Harley Quinn. And now for some easy to achieve hairstyles. Okay, for hair, I'm going to show you 3 quick looks inspired by the film. So first, I am just using a large wand and I'm curling my hair first inwards towards my face and then the other strands outwards. I'm doing my curls pretty loose. I like to keep them loose, brush them out, and then with hairspray, just using spritz, I kind of scrunch my hair and lift the curls back up. This is how I get my curls to stay for a long time, and it's just also very quick. So after I have applied a little bit of hairspray, I'm going in with a really fun product. This is Jerome Russell Be Wild Temporary Hair Color. First I'm going in with Lynx Pink and I'm spraying this along the ends in kind of an ombre effect. This is a great one-day washout hair dye, really easy to use, and my hair is really dark and it still picked up really well, so if you have light hair, this will definitely work. For blue, I went with Bangle Blue. This could have been a little bit brighter to be more accurate to the film, but I like it. These 2 colors, I thought they were a little more wearable and looked really nice. A tip if you want to pick these up, don't spray it in a large area like I'm doing here. I had bits of this all over my floor when I was done, like a light film of it everywhere, so your parents won't be happy with that. So definitely do this in a shower or outside even, just add a little color to your hair, but because it is a spray, if you're not careful, you'll get a light film everywhere. I mean, it comes out of everything, but gets a little messy. bam, so that's my first Harley at the club kind of look. And next is when she's fighting, when she got those pigtails on. So I'm just dividing my hair in the center all the way back. You want to make sure your part is straight. Having two little front pieces forward, I have some layers, so they ended up being a pretty good length for this. And then I'm just reaching up and bringing my hair up to the tops of my head, a couple inches above my ear, and sectioning it off with an elastic. Take a small section from within the pigtail, spray it with a little bit more of the temporary hair dye, and wrap it around the pigtail and pin in place. Little more hairspray to make sure the pigtail is all perky, and for the other side we're just doing the exact same thing. I love this. I think it looks super cute, and it's an easy way to do it for like a Halloween costume. If you don't have ribbon or those cuffs she has around, just wrap around some of the hair with the dye. Is the most out there version. She, at the end of the movie, had like tiny little space buns that were really cute, but I have so much hair, so this is my version. And you guys seem to like space buns on me, so I thought, why not include some? So all I did was twist the ponytail, and then I am pinning it in place, and then just adding a couple more bobby pins, spreading out the hair behind so that you get some color and it looks fun from the side. When I do my space buns that you might have seen on Instagram, I just like to go in with bobby pins and just play with the hair, and it's really easy when you have some texture like this to make it look really cool. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 little hair ideas. They were just kind of for fun. I just felt like dressing up this day. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these looks, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I'd love to know what you thought of Suicide Squad in the comments down below if you've seen it. I really liked it. I'm not really one to see like all the superhero movies or anything like that. I've seen a couple of them and I'm always left like, what just happened? Also, if you want to stay updated with me, you can find me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All my links are in the down bar, as well as all the products used. Hair in my mouth. So again, I really hope you enjoyed, and if you try out any of these looks, make sure to tag me on social media because I would love to see it, and I'll see you guys next time.